Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here. It's been quite some time since I last made a video, and I've had a lot of changes in my life. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. And I was surprised that my Hobonichi video got so many views. And so since it's Hobonichi season right now, I wanted to let you know a little bit about how I've been using the Hobonichi this year and what my thoughts are for next year. So we'll go ahead and jump in. And right away, you can see this is the cover that I picked for my 2024 Hobonichi. I really, really love this cover. This might be my favorite cover so far. I've often gotten the Hobonichi Liberty Fabrics covers, and I'm just really, really in love with the beautiful soft colors in this one. I did decide to go with a Hobonichi cousin, avec, for 2024, and it's been interesting actually, because I'm kind of feeling well, I'll tell you how I feel about it, but I have some mixed feelings about the cousin for this year. So I'm going to show you a little bit. This is all, just as it was, by the way. I just kept it, and I haven't really made it pretty for you or anything. But this is the January through June edition of the Cousin Avec. And you can see this is all just a little bit messy. I got some cards here, things that I wanted to actually put on my pages, my daily pages, but that I just haven't gotten around to. I have some pictures of when I was a kid, and one with my mom that I found when looking through some things. And I got here a t-shirt idea that I want to make. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but because I'm a meditator, a lot of people usually think that I'm asleep, and so I wanted to make this t-shirt that says, "I'm not sleeping, I'm meditating." I thought that would be really funny. And then here I got this beautiful art piece that was in a brochure that I got while I was in Paris years ago. And so I was saving it for something special, and then I just realized, you know what? This is the special opportunity to use it. And so I just put it here, and I got to see it every time when I opened it up. I didn't really do that much decoration in the first half of the year, so just kind of leading with that. I did try again to keep a habit tracker in these monthly pages, and that also wasn't really successful. I think it was just too much work for me, and I was just really busy with all sorts of things, so it was too much for me. Here with the monthly pages, I think I showed something pretty similar to this last time. And I'm just going to walk you through it. Here you can see I actually made an effort to decorate it, and I love how cheerful this looks. We have some goals for the month that I would add here. Here I actually put a video ideas, but then I kind of just fell off that horse of making videos, and so it's taken me a little while to get back into it, but I'm really happy to be back. And here in the orange, you could see I have the workouts that I've done, and this is just also a really nice visual way to see exactly what I've done and when. And to work out, I actually use the Nike Training Club app. It's a free app. This is just one that I've been using for the past few years, since 2021, I think, actually. And it's just been really helpful. I love that it's free and that it has these great workouts. And so I will pick a workout and I'll write it down. And this also lets me see which muscles I'm targeting so that then I can vary the workouts. And so that's really helpful. I'll also have like little things that I have happening, whether it's online events or, for example, here I went to the ceramic studio. And so that's something that I was having to schedule on a weekly basis. So I'd write down when I was going to the ceramic studio. I didn't keep up with it so much, not as well in the following months. And I think I did kind of stop using my Hobonichi for a while. And for some reason, in the second half of the year, kind of starting in July, I just started using it some more. And you know what? If this has happened for you, I just want to let you know, because I've been using it for so many years, that it's okay if this happens. We naturally have different waves, different seasons of our life, and it's natural to maybe use one notebook or planner more, and then have seasons in which we're more focused on just living our life. So you don't really have to make yourself feel bad for that at all. And just kind of acknowledge that, you know, that might be part of the flow of your year. Here we have the weekly. This is one of my favorite parts of the cousin and the cousin avec, is that you get this weekly view that's laid out vertically. And I just find it really helpful. And this was the reason why I switched from the A6 to A5 last year, and also why I kept going with this one for this year. Even though I have some reservations about it, I have to say that this is one of the most helpful things that I've used to help me keep on track of things. And you can see, just like I had with the monthly sessions, or sections rather, I also like to make a list of goals for a week. Here I was doing yoga with Adrienne's flow challenge, which is really nice. So I kind of just put a little check mark next to each day. And that just really helped me feel like, you know, I'd already accomplished something that I was really proud of. And so just a fun way to use this. Sometimes I'll also list, you know, I showed you how I had my ceramics time slotted in the monthly sessions. I also had it for the weekly view here. And again, just a really great way of keeping track of different things, different to-do lists. And even though I haven't been completely, you know, I haven't stuck with it the whole time, I can acknowledge that these weekly sections have been very helpful, and that I've actually used these a lot. So you could see it. Here I tried to decorate it. By the way, if you're curious, this is actually a sticker from the Sticky Club, which is really nice. They have great stickers. And yeah, so again, as I said before, I was using this in a very functional way, so I didn't have a lot of time to decorate in the first half of the year. But now in the second half, I am finding time to do that a lot more. And here you can see all these things that I got done. And so I think we'll move on to the daily pages. And so the daily pages were actually the difficult part for me this year. During the times when I wasn't using the Hobonichi as much, I just wasn't able to fill the pages. And that's okay too, but I can acknowledge too that I like to have my pages filled. I like to have them be colorful and bright and cheerful, or just reflective of whatever I'm feeling that day. And so you can see that I started really strong at the beginning of the year. I have a little sketch, have some pretty washi tape that a friend sent me. Here, say we bought a fridge, which was really exciting because our previous fridge was not good at all. And so we upgraded, and that was a really, really big event that was in the works for some years. And here, I was really happy with how I decorated it. But again, I just wasn't writing that much about my life. And keeping it mostly for work stuff I had to do. Sometimes I'll talk about my feelings. Here's a fun movie I watched. And so you can see I have a lot of empty space. And basically that just made me wonder whether it was right for me to get a Hobonichi cousin avec for next year. Kind of wondering about that still, and especially as we are about to, at the time I'm filming this at least, we're 2 days away from the big lineup reveal, and I'm really having to seriously consider how I want to use the Hobonichi for next year. And here you can see I had some pretty big things happening, but I didn't really write about them. And yeah, just wondering about how I want to use this next year. And, kind of knowing that depending on the season I'm in, I might write more or less. But yeah, that's just something I'm considering. And I'm wondering if you've already found out what you want to get for next year in terms of your Hobonichi Techo. Here, just as an example, I have a lentil curry recipe that's really tasty. Let me know if you want me to post that. I've made this a bunch of times this year, and it's tasty and affordable, really nice. I really like this, this butterfly. This came in, I think it was an IKEA frame. And it had this cardboard inside, or yeah, just thick paper. And I cut it up. I thought that looked really nice. Ooh, look at that. And I was on a meditation retreat that I was facilitating in March. Most of March, actually. And then we have some more writing. Okay, so it's more or less something like this, and you get a picture of what it looks like. Here at the end, I was actually traveling. I was in the UK, and we're already transitioning. We were going to be there until about mid-July, so I just figured it wasn't worth it to take this Hobonichi with me. So now I'm going to show you the second part of my year. So I also left this one at home while I was in the UK, so I just started using it when we got back, which was around the 16th of July. And I just have a few little things. I have a sticker I made. I have these. So now I'm using, I'm just going to see if you could see it. These little sticky notes, and I use them to show that I've got a recipe. So if I just put it up there, I could access it more easily. I have the little flyer here, which I was amazed fits so perfectly in this pocket. Really enjoyable. And then I have this little St. Francis card that I got years ago. Actually, this is a prayer that I really like. Which inspires me to, do good in the world. And yeah, so let's take a quick look here. Of course, I've just started this in July, and you can see my monthly pages are looking a little bit empty, but in August, I've actually started filling it up. So I found a new groove this month, and perhaps some of that is the Hobonichi previews with some of the covers for next year. I think it's always a really exciting time of year, and it just inspires me to keep going and to use my Hobonichi the best I can, and just to find joy in it, whatever that means. It could be just using it for exactly the right purpose that I need to, or it could be decorating it a lot. And you'll see that I'm experimenting more with that lately. Okay, so here we have the weekly pages, and you can see I've started filling it up. I've even started decorating a little bit. And so far, I think it's going really well. I'm pretty happy with it. Here, I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit small, but we went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine, and we hadn't gone to see a movie at the movie theater for at least a year. So it just felt like fun. Yeah, so you can see I'm adding some stickers here and there, making it more colorful, and this is actually this week. So I'm still filling this up, and yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited to keep using it for the rest of the year. And one thing that I did after getting back was I just started taking notes in some of these pages that I didn't get around to using because I was traveling. So I was taking an astrology class, and I added some notes from that. Sometimes I'll just write down ideas I have for videos or articles. I've actually been writing a lot more articles on Substack, and so that's part of it. And you can see right here, I have Substack. I have some categories that I'd like to have on my Substack. So like meditation, tarot, writing, creativity. Though I'm still refining that. It's all still very much in flux as I hone in into what I really want to do with it. Here we have August. So again, as you can see in the weekly pages and the monthly pages as well, in August I've just felt this urge to use it more. And actually I've started learning how to drive, and I've been taking lessons, and that's been really fun actually. So I started writing down what I did in each lesson and what I got to try out. So that's been really nice. And then also at the beginning of this month, I was doing this tiny summer poem challenge with an author I really like, whose name is Beth Kempton. And I think she runs this every year. She's also going to have an autumn one. And so that's just been really nice to practice writing poetry. Yeah, so I have a small one here too. So writing different poems. And this is something I've done in previous Hobonichis as well. And this year has been the year that I finally, I guess, developed the confidence to start sharing my poetry. And it's been really wonderful. It's just been so healing to write the poems and then to share them with people. And I think that's something that I'll also be writing about in my Substack, and really encouraging anyone who is interested in that to really go for it. So I have some ideas here too for a poem, for Substack. Beautiful little bits and pieces, including quotes that I've read and enjoyed. Some words from a poet I also really love, Rosemary. And so this is just this recent week, and you can see that suddenly my pages are a lot brighter. They have a lot more decoration, and so it's kind of this love that I'm pouring into these pages. And what I find is that the more care and love that I put into it, the more I want to use my Hobonichi. And it just feels good, you know. I have here too another recipe that I tried. This was a miso and chili noodle recipe. And it was pretty tasty. So I just kept it there. And yeah, so I'm still figuring out how I want to use it. But I'm really happy, and I feel like, again, it's becoming a repository of my favorite quotes, funny things that have happened, little ideas for poetry, and that's really what I love about my Hobonichi. So let's see. Yep, this is today. On the day of filming this, and so that's basically what I have going on. Let me just see if I have anything at the end here. Yep, just have a little piece of paper from the doctors, and then I have this beautiful hair, which was part of the packaging of something I bought in Glastonbury, so from a wonderful ceramic artist. And yeah, I just thought this was so pretty. Makes me want to carve rubber stamps again. Haven't done that in a while. So that's basically what I have for you. I also just wanted to show you, kind of in regards to the empty pages, just so you see what it's like. I want to show you, this is basically one of my favorite Hobonichis. This is my Hobonichi for 2021, and I just love this. I used it a lot, and you could really tell it's been pretty well loved by how chunky it is. This is not my chunkiest one yet, but it's probably the second chunkiest, second or third. I'm not sure, but I just want to show you that even this one, where I was highly motivated and really enjoying using the Hobonichi, even this one has empty pages. And, you know, it's just part of that journey. So if you're ever feeling bad about that, you don't have to. And actually, if you'd be interested, I'm actually thinking about making a video about ways to fill the empty pages. I'll probably be filling some of these pages from 2024 that I haven't yet filled. And so you could see that there's really a mix. This was Hobonichi for 2022. So I was trying to decide between this cover and this cover. I ended up getting this first one, which was the poppy forest. I'm going to try to give you a close-up of my little watercolor doodles. Love the sound of the pages too. They're a bit crinkly. This was a little watercolor fish that I painted. So you could see there's always going to be some empty space. So there it is. This was a sticker that my friend Marielle sent me, and I thought, oh, this is so pretty. So, of course, I had to add it. And then, check this out. This is pretty cool. I know it's a bit unrelated, but I actually got this Lord of the Rings, I don't know what to call it, like a card, I suppose. And it switches between two different scenes. I don't know if the camera can capture it, but it's pretty fun. and it has the pretty writing, and I just thought, wow, could get fun stuff in cereal boxes back in the day. So I found this in the middle of my childhood stuff. Now I am considering what I want to do for next year, and I'm definitely feeling like I want to go back to the A6. I really miss the size, but I'm actually thinking about trying out the Hon. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I still have to wait and see which designs they are offering. I might actually make a little add-on and let you know maybe next week what I've decided on. But yeah, so an A6 I'm feeling is right for me. And then as part of my work planning, I just don't know whether I want to go ahead and get the cousin avec again, or whether I would just like to maybe get a Hobonichi Weeks. I've never tried the Weeks. I did have, in 2020, I used the Traveler's Notebook, which has a layout that is similar to the Weeks, where you have the week on one side with a little bit of space for each day, and then you have a blank page on the other side. And so that worked really well for kind of just writing a few lines about my day, but I'm not sure that I will enjoy it as much for work planning and for things I have to do. So I'm having this debate. I'll have to consider it and see how I feel. But until then, I still have a couple weeks until the Hobonichi goes on sale, so I'll just be contemplating it and also seeing which option suits me better. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and yeah, feel free to let me know what you're thinking of getting for next year, and I will also make sure to give you an update sometime soon.